Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Everton Save. Our European fixtures, I was going to say group, it's just habit, isn't it, to say European group. Our European fixtures have been drawn. Not easy at all. We start with Inter and Leverkusen, which is brutal. Then we've got Red Star Belgrade, which should be more straightforward, you'd like to think. PSV and Ajax. Then Young Boys. Then Midtjylland and then Bayern. So if we need points in the final fixture of the table phase, then we might be a bit knackered. We'll be, like, as we said previously, accelerating our way through this season. So we'll play City, we'll play Inter, we'll play Leverkusen, and we will sim Forest, Wigan, Leeds, Villa, West Ham, Red Star, and Wolves. And then start tomorrow by playing Liverpool, playing Chelsea, maybe playing Ajax, if not making our way towards that Tottenham fixture in December. We're repeatedly extending this season to accelerating this season to ensure that we can get to the RTG as quick as possible, because I know this save is dying on its arse, but I want to actually try and win something before it completely keels over. Thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comment section. Tawonga and Liam Parker. Also saying thank you to Braden, who's joined us on the Patreon at the VIP tier. You'll be in the RTG, sir. Thank you very much indeed for that. I'm going to go and play Manchester City, a Ruben Dias-less Manchester City, and hopefully pick up a win. We've just beaten Man United yesterday. Let's beat Man City today. Manchester City with a 4-3-3. Ederson in goal. Then at the back is Correa, Upamecano, Miranda and Kabore. Miranda is a regen. Rodri, Gavi and De Bruyne. Phil Foden. Then on the other side was... I'm doing this because I wanted to show you their actual striker was Kenda. And their striker, Arvid Ali, at 89 rated in just Season 4, is an Erling Haaland regen. Or pre-gen, because Haaland is obviously still playing. He's just so happens to be injured for City at the minute. But they have an 89 rated pre-gen that they can go to, so they have instant replaceable squad depth. I hope that's not a thing for new saves that are created now. This save was created months ago. I hope that isn't a thing still. By all means, let me know in the comment section if you're seeing still a lot of pre-gens very, very early on in your saves that have started relatively recently since a few patches. But, yeah, he's a Norwegian Arvid Ali, Erling Haaland pre-gen who's already 89 rated in just Season 4. And obviously he wouldn't have become a thing, been created until at least Season 2. So I think it's a bit of an issue right now, but if it's not a thing anymore, then by all means do correct me. Here's Phil Foden. Here is Mr. Ali. We've stopped him at least. Musa, by the way, starts here for the injured Joshua Kimmich. And we've kept Pepelu on the bench for now. Chaibi looking for Dovbyk. Leaves Miranda for dead. Dovbyk in the box. Dovbyk doesn't score. Ederson saves. Dovbyk should have scored. We should be 1-0 up. We're not. Well up as well. Chaibi. Yunus Musa. Oh my god. Yunus Musa gets murdered. I just signed him for squad depth because we lost someone through injury. And then I nearly lost Yunus Musa because he'd been killed on the pitch. He can get away though. Holy moly, that would have been world class. Rodri booked, and rightly so. Driven to Chaibi. Well, there's room to get into, so I might as well just run into it, right? And get that into Dovbyk. Esposito's on the shoulder of Upamecano, but rather obviously, I don't fancy Esposito for strength up against Upamecano. Yunus Musa intercepts that nicely. Chaibi, get around the outside of Kabore here, and then we'll cut it back to Dovbyk. And on his left, it's deflected. Oh, it's not great though. Overhead kick, Esposito! Very nearly. And Esposito again. And here's Dovbyk. Dovbyk! Here's Dovbyk. Dovbyk! Ederson. Corner. Sané to look for Ibanez, probably. This man is the most unlucky of players from a set-piece routine I think I've ever had. Musa. Oh, wide again. Yes, Fares. No, Fares. Gavi. Kenda. Ali. Well held. Ali's been decent. He's probably played better against me than Haaland normally does, in all honesty, but he's not gotten close to scoring yet. Now's where he buries this one instead. No, he's going to set up Kenda, and Ramsdale again makes the save, because that's just what Aaron Ramsdale does. Nearly half-time here. Rodri is delivering. Ibanez gets up. Joao Cancelo too. And Chaibi. We will get this clear. Upamecano brings it down, and they'll go backwards. That should be half-time at Liverpool. 9 shots to their 7. It has been a good game so far. Possession evenly split as well. Very much a contest between two particularly impressive sides, this. Ibanez forwards to Ferguson. And here is Leroy Sané. De Kuyper will make the run forward. Sané will go again. And Esposito is going to make that run through that gap. Oh, but Thierry Correa is in the way. City were level on points with us in the table, having drawn 1, lost 1 and won 1 of their opening 3 games of the Premier League as well. So we are battling with them already in terms of league position, but not necessarily the league positions that either of us would like to be battling for. 12th and 13th is not really the ideal area for Manchester City, nor this Everton club in this particular instance. Obviously, in real life, Everton would absolutely bite your hand off for 12th place in the Premier League, guaranteed, considering the state of their affairs the past couple of seasons. Joao Cancelo's clearance hit a hand, so I'll take the advantage anyway. And they've flattened Ramsdale, but we'll take the advantage again. Thank you. All right, chill, City. Turning on the style now, aren't they? Ali. Lovely ball. Kenda's in. Gavi. Ali. Foden. Oh, that whole move was just top draw. Phil Foden makes it 1-0 City. Foden to Kenda. Well in, Joao Cancelo. Well in, Joao Cancelo. And an excellent spin away as well. Joao Cancelo's been really good. De Kuyper looking for the run of Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané's in behind. It's not a bad ball. Dovbyk wins the header. Esposito scores. That is gorgeous teamwork. And the strike partnership resumes itself. And Esposito scores again for Everton. That's worth looking at for a second time. Wondered whether Esposito was going to be offside there when he nodded it down to him, but must have obviously been on. Good finish too, with Edison closing him down. Back in the game. Gavi. Kenda. Kenda still, that's safe. Ooh, it's awkward though. Didn't look like it was that accurate, but had Ramsdale scrambling across that right-hand side. Win this, please. Well up, Esposito. Win this, please. Nobody actually went for a header there. Here's Gavi. Oh my God, get out. Ali so close to giving City the lead again. There's Rodri now. Kenda. Ali. Oh, thank you, Gavi. Wide. It's just nothing but panic from me at the back there as they kept playing the pass to a man that was free every time and I couldn't get anywhere near them. Chaibi looked for Dovbyk through the gap, played it away from one defender and he's away from the other. Artem Dovbyk's taken it one pace too far. Probably wouldn't have scored anyway, but we might have been able to force a corner. As it happens, we're on the back foot, but the referee's probably going to blow his final whistle any moment now, and we will share the spoils. Everton 1, City 1 is probably a fair scoreline, in all honesty. It's the second draw of the season for us, but to have played Man United, Arsenal and Manchester City so far this season and not lost to any of them is very, very good. Just happens that the one game we did lose was against bloody Crystal Palace, but Brentford just beat Chelsea, so there's clearly games where sides should be winning and aren't. But such is the nature of the Premier League, isn't it, really? We'll have quite a few more games in the Premier League to come today, but the next played one will be Inter Milan in the Champions League, which is coming now. Copyright! With Inter Milan and AC Milan, neither of them having a licence, the San Siro is not in the game. They're playing a 5-back, Grimaldo, Lenormand, Bastoni and a couple of others. Elise, Sarr and Jalanolu, Højlund and Boniface as their front two in that 5-back formation. They've got a really strong side. They've got Gabriel at the back as well. Leander is starting at right back too. Patron player Leander Tauro is starting for them at right back. The first Champions League game we play sees a Patron player involved at the Waldstadion. It was a kit clash regardless of what kit I chose, so I've gone with this one. Hopefully we can deal with it. I've made some changes to my lineup actually for my first European game. Richarlison, Pepelu, Ndiaye, O'Brien, Mikalenko and Leno all play today. Chalanolu. I thought I'd got there with Mikalenko. I didn't. I did that time though. Sané. Again, Richarlison is off on a run. Gabriel is going to try and close me down. Don't understand why he's done that. Tuck it back. Finish it. Oh, Artem slices it past the post. Dovbyk is not firing so far this season. Here comes Vitali. Vitali Mikalenko's... Oh, Leander might be gone. Not even a yellow. I didn't skip that. I wanted to have a look at it. Not even a yellow card. Dovbyk has the runners. One of which is Ndiaye again. And he's going to be quicker than Grimaldo. Back to Dovbyk. A little bit carried away. Went a bit too far. Pepelu. We know Pepelu's got great long shots. But he's going on a long run here. And he's still going. Tucking it back. Maybe. Richarlison, it falls to him. Shot blocked. Keeper had committed. It was an open goal if the defender wasn't in the way. But unfortunately for us, he was. No goal yet in this opening Champions League tie. But not for lack of trying. But Dovbyk's on the run. Dovbyk's going. Dovbyk's going. Dovbyk's going. I cannot get a goal without Artem Dovbyk this season. Apparently he's not allowed to score for me. That has to bury itself in the back of the net. Feels like as Dovbyk's gotten up to 87 rated, his effectiveness has actually gone backwards. João Cancelo. Ndiaye. Dovbyk's making a good run. I think it's looking for Richarlison, who's in. The first man to score in the Champions League for Everton Football Club is Richarlison. Everton fans will like that. Very much so. As do we. We are in front at fake San Siro. Oh, he's around me. Rasmus doing bits here. Elise. That was all about Rasmus. Although the finish still had a lot to be done. It's a good goal. It's a very good goal. Fair play, Inter. You deserve that. It's a great goal, actually. Ndiaye. Pepelu. Illiman's on the run. Illiman's in. Bastoni's backing off. Dovbyk just... Is that a free kick for me or a free kick for them? It's a free kick for them? What did I do there? Sarr. That's a Grimaldo. Quickly forward to Højlund. Elise is loose, thankfully. 2 minutes added on at the end of this second half here in the Champions League. First round of fixtures. Leander's tackled me, but then we've tackled him. And Mikalenko will look for Leroy Sané, who needs to win this header and hasn't. Who hand did that hit? Leroy Sané's apparently. And Boniface will look for Højlund. Into looking to win it. Right the death. And João Cancelo says, no, you shall not. It's a draw in our first Champions League game of this campaign. It's not a great result, especially after having gone 1-0 up, but their equaliser was superb. Apparently it's very windy still in the dressing room because their kits are still wobbling about everywhere. GG EA. Everton 1, Inter 1. Any shock results anywhere else? Leverkusen 1, Liverpool 1 is not a shock result, but Leverkusen are our next opponents in the Champions League and they'll be the next played game. But up next for us in the save all told is Forest away. Nottingham Forest then away from home. We are at full strength for it. I'd be tempted to put Pepelu in ahead of Musa, but I think I'd rather play with Pepelu and let Musa be in the simmers. Now, Palace are a good side. Had a great season last year. I can understand why we lost the sim against them last time. We should win this one. My team could not be much stronger. But a 3-1 defeat away from home at Selhurst Park and a 3-0 defeat away from home against Forest does not fill me with much hope that it's going to be any good whatsoever this year in terms of simulating games with a quick sim. Why is that side losing those games so resoundingly? That doesn't make any sense. Wigan Athletic versus Everton is not a game I want to have to play. It's not a game I will play. But, I mean, I want to accelerate the season. It's the Carabao Cup at least. So, please just bloody win it. 2-2 against League One Wigan. Oh my God. Why are simmed games so seemingly very, very difficult right now? It's the Premier League against Leeds next. We're in the bloody relegation zone after 5 games with 5 points. What is going on? It's a very competitive league, I think. Because it's not like we've only lost 1 game. We've won 1, drawn 2, or lost 2. It's a very, very... Forest the top of the table. Maybe it's form then. That's why they are where they are. And they got the result and we got the result that we did. Leeds will sim. This is a home game. Maybe it's because they were away. We've got to figure this out. Because I don't want to have to play every single game in the bloody Premier League to stand a chance of winning it. I also don't want to have another month until the RTG. Win this one. 3-2. Chaibi with a brace. Esposito with a goal in the first half. Leeds, in fact, I think took a 1-0 lead. Indeed, they did through Brandon in the 30th minute. We went 3-1 up in the 81st. They pulled it back to 3-2 in the 82nd. At least a win in a simmer has arrived, albeit only just. Next then will be Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, and we've got to be better there. Leverkusen's lineup: Thibaut Courtois in goal. Schumacher at centre-back is 93 rated as a Jonathan Tah replacement. Gakpo, Xhaka, Rice, and can't remember out on the right-hand side. Jadon Sancho, I think it was. Lisandro Martinez up top as their number 9. Wirtz and Diogo Jota either side of him in a 3-4-2-1. This Leverkusen side is officially disgusting. 89, 86, 93, 85, 86, 88, 82, 86, 92, 85, 89. Get out! Who was that 87 rated guy back there? Hello, who are you? Oh, just Harry Kane. Right, good luck, gents. I think we're probably going to get friggin' battered here. Jota. Lautaro. Gakpo. Jota. I rotated again for the Champions League as well. Declan Rice. Good save, Bernd Leno. Musa. I don't even really know how to play against this formation, if I'm honest. Maybe, I'm just case of maybe getting it out wide. Ref! What are you doing? Who was that? And why is he still on the pitch? He is no longer on the pitch. Cody Gakpo. A rush of blood to the head. He wears red. He saw red. And takes the red card. Wasn't actually as bad a challenge in terms of the technique as it might well have been. But from behind like that, it's just unacceptable. Well, alright. Leroy Sané takes the free kick then. Esposito's on the bench, so he can't take it. You know that Esposito would probably cause the goalkeeper all sorts of problems. Leroy Sané evidently does not have the curve to do the same. He'll back heel. Sané, Richarlison, looking for Dovbyk. Backing in. Dovbyk! Great save, Thibaut. It's good work by Dovbyk, that though. Chaibi with a delivery. Ah, keeper's going to bloody come and get it. This is the only opportunity we will probably ever have to stand a chance of beating a side of this quality is when they've got 10 men like this. So let's take that opportunity, shall we? Dovbyk spins well. Just going to keep driving into that space and get it back to Schumacher. Schumacher to Musa, getting away from Schumacher. Chaibi, his effort is blocked well. Not seen much of Faris Chaibi, have we, so far, if I'm honest? He might have a couple of assists that have gone relatively unnoticed, but in terms of chances in front of goal, he and Zane have not offered much. But to be fair, most stuff comes through the strikers for me, doesn't it? And now it's Faris Chaibi. Give us a 1-0 lead. No. Courtois makes the save. Schumacher controls it through his arse cheek onto his thigh, and Leverkusen will clear. Garner. Dovbyk. Challenge Tony Rudiger. Well in. Oh, Chancel and Mbemba. How many goddamn times? So fucking bored of tackling or intercepting and just having it rebound straight back to the opposition team. Really takes the fucking piss. Sané. Richarlison. Maybe the right run, Dovbyk. Not even sure whether that was the right run. He's in the box. Botman's outmuscled him. Artem Dovbyk has been rendered useless this season. In front of goal. Well up, Chancel. Sané. Sané still. Sané still. Courtois saves. Back on home soil. Leroy Sané back in Germany. Chaibi with the delivery. Keeper's going to come for it again, isn't he? Fuck's sake, Thibaut. To Kuiper. And Sané. We've hammered on the door all game long. Please, can that door open? My God, Dovbyk cannot score a goal in this bloody save right now. Musa misses too. Oh, yeah, I feel exactly the same way, Mr. Dice. Exactly the same way. Sancho. Diogo Jota. Around the corner. Sancho, good save. Can't afford to switch off defensively. We might have been doing nothing but attack for 95% of this game so far. But that's not to say that one moment of defensive weakness. Bloody last. Won't let Leverkusen win it. Artem Dovbyk can score goals. 1-0. Verts. Nice interception. Fallen to Jadon Sancho. Who's absolutely ruined me. And very nearly scored a stunning immediate equaliser. Thankfully he hasn't. Our lead is still intact. Again, as we were saying a moment ago, before we actually scored, we can't switch off defensively. Because if we do... Oh, Dovbyk! They'll get the draw or even maybe a positive result for themselves. If we do switch off... Could so easily be about 8-0 up here, though. If it weren't for Thibaut Courtois or, weirdly, my own bloody striker. Nice tackle by James Garner. Richarlison's running. Needs the support. Here it comes. Dovbyk looking for Chaibi. Chaibi will deliver, and it's a good ball. Richarlison's up. Dovbyk from here, surely. Thibaut Courtois. That's all you need to say in moments like that. That is top draw. Right, I'm going to keep it away from the keeper this time, because he keeps coming for it. And I'm trying to find the man on the edge of the 6-yard box. Chaibi will get it inside, looking for Musa, and not find him, unfortunately. 20 to go, still 1-0, still all Everton, still game not necessarily sealed and certain. Sneijder to Carey. Quickly into Dovbyk. Richarlison's made a great run, and he's behind Tony Rudiger here, who can't get to him. Richarlison! Game sealed, signed, delivered. Everton's first win in the Champions League comes away from home against Bayer Leverkusen. Richarlison has scored in both European ties so far. Sancho. We're at the end of the 2 minutes actually added on, so the final whistle should probably come about now, and has indeed. Well, Everton are victorious in Europe for the first time in this save. We could have done it in the first game against Inter. We have done it in the second game against Leverkusen. Two really difficult on paper ties. away from home to start our Champions League campaign, and we have done very, very well indeed. In fact, I've just noticed there that the big red star is not Red Star Belgrade. It's Slavia Prague, or Slavia Praha. Just seen that in the fixture list there as they've played their game on this particular match day. So that next game in the Champions League is against them for us, I believe. Yeah, that is Slavia Praha, not Red Star Belgrade. I think once we've got the morale of the side up with some good results and a good run of form, we will be able to get the results we expect from these quick sims. Dovbyk and Esposito giving us a 2-1 win at Villa Park will go a long way to helping morale go the way that it needs to. I think actually in quick sims like that, I do have the opportunity to go to a press conference from that post-game result screen. So I'll have to ensure that I look to do that in future. The league is very tight at the minute. You've seen that we've shot up to 7th from 13th or 14th or something just with that one win. And we're only 4 points. Sorry, we're only 3 points off top still, despite a couple of really frustrating results. So the season is very much still there for us. And as that morale builds and players find themselves in better and better form, then the fixtures should start to just tick off and the results should come with very nicely indeed. Everyone is going to be happy, everyone is going to be playing well, and everyone is going to get us a victory. Dovbyk, again, this one coming the 89th minute though, but Musa grabs a goal as well. We finally started Artem Dovbyk scoring, and now he started, he can't seem to stop. This game then against Slavia Praha will be the next one. I'll probably rotate for Europe as we did in the first two games, and against a lesser side, we should still be able to get the result. I will do the press conference quickly though to make sure morale is boosted as high as it could be. Dovbyk is happy. Let's get him to be very happy, shall we? Being in that crucial green area is going to make a big difference. Ramsdale's morale is much lower than you would expect it to be, considering he's not really conceding many goals and we're having a very solid season. Better than we were anyway. Let's rotate a bit here. Obviously, stamina is going to be an issue for some. With the fixture list being as busy as it is, which is why we rotate as much as we do. I'm actually going to swap Sané and Chabi around and see if that makes a difference. We'll throw Chancel and Member in for this one. Ramsdale for Leno. Musa for Pepelu. Dovbyk can have a rest for Richarlison, who at the minute cannot stop scoring in Europe. He still cannot stop scoring in Europe. 4 goals in 3 Champions League games for Richarlison this season. And Pepelu pops up with one as well. Now it's starting to build up a head of steam this season, isn't it? We're up to 6th in the Premier League. A message from Mikolenko who's going to be like, I need more games. Okay, you can start against Wolves, pal, if you like, in 2 days' time. Because, quite frankly, I'm not even sure whether De Kuyper will have recovered stamina-wise. Certainly, we needed the extra squad depth that we got from the transfer window. And we have £20 million or so to further add to the squad should we need to. I don't know why it keeps giving me Kimmich there whenever I go into this screen. Again, let's move Sané and Chabi around. I will do that permanently moving forward after this game. 4-1 this time. Okay, here we go. Sané, Dovbyk, Esposito, brace. Everton are very, very much back. Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup to come as the next game. Morale is up, sharpness is up, form is very much up, and we are starting to tick the results off. Let's beat Palace. I mean, we have no real need or desire to win the Carabao Cup this season, having won it already. So maybe it's a competition that I show no real interest in whatsoever. Field an entirely changed 11 so that more fringe players get the opportunity to play, and basically we don't have to worry. I am going to put, for some reason, Ndiaye kept getting -3 or 4 up top, even though he's perfectly suited to playing in that position. Ghana, let's play Tim as well. Real opportunity to play some proper fringe players in this competition now. Branthwaite out. We'll go O'Brien to have a slightly higher player. Hansen to Kuiper for Mikolenko, even though he's slightly tired. Ramsdale for Leno. I could even potentially play the youngster that's 70-odd rated, but I don't think I will. 2-2. Wow. How bad a penalty shootout is that? 10 penalties. 9 penalties. 9 penalties. And only 1 scored. Nice to see Peterborough lose. Get in. Chelsea through. Newcastle through. We're through. Leicester through. Man United beat Spurs on pens. Wolves knocked Liverpool out on pens. Coventry are through and Arsenal knocked Manchester City out. Another good opportunity to maybe win the Carabao Cup this season with some big sides being eliminated. Tim says, thanks for the game. You're welcome, mate. We will start the next episode with Liverpool at home. Liverpool, a side that are not having as good a start to the season as we are. We are 3 points off top now. The season is very much well and truly underway now, isn't it? With Liverpool to start in the next one, and we said we'll probably head our way towards December in that next episode as well. We're really powering through this fourth season already. All right, yeah. I mean, this is going well. I was a little bit hesitant, especially after the first couple of defeats in the Premier League, but we're here, we're back, we're going for the quadruple as it seems, with the Carabao Cup still going relatively well. This Everton side are not going to disappoint, I hope, this season. I'll see you tomorrow.